Is now actually a good time to sell your home in Windsor Essex County, or has this market quietly turned in favor of buyers? I know that question is not just a number question for you, it is a life question. Maybe you're wondering if you can finally afford the move you have been putting off. Maybe you're worried you will list your home and nobody will come. Maybe your family trying to decide if now is the moment to relocate here, or just upsize into something with more space, or finally downsize into something simpler. Wherever you are in that, I see you, and I want you to walk through this honestly with you today. Quick note on who I am. For anyone new here, I live and work right here in Windsor Essex County, and every single week I go through the real numbers myself, not just once a year or once a month like a lot of updates you see online. I do this because behind every one of these numbers is a family making one of the biggest decisions of their life, and I never want to guess with something that matters so much to them. If that sounds like the kind of person you want in your corner, stick around. And if you ever want to talk through, my contact information is always right below this video. So let us go through what June 2026 actually looked like in plain simple terms. Across Windsor Essex County, we had 1,318 homes that were listed for sale this June. That is a small step down from last June. And out of those, we only had 476 homes that were actually sold, which is only a handful fewer than the same number of homes sold the same time last year. So families are still buying, still selling, still moving forward with their lives. This has not changed. So far this year, we had 6,439 homes that have been listed across Windsor Essex County, and we had 2,313 homes that have found a family. Now let us talk about the part that I know keeps you up at night. What is a home actually selling for right now? Here's what those homes actually sold for. The average home sold for just over $566,000. Middle of the market, meaning that half of those homes sold for more and half sold for less, sits at $520,000, which is the median price. Compared to last June, that is a small step down, about 3% lower than average. And I want you to really hear me on this. This is not a market falling apart. This is a market taking a breath. If you have been feeling nervous about selling because you have heard scary headlines, I want you to feel a little lighter after hearing that numbers, because the reality is calmer than the noise. Let me show you what kind of homes are actually selling, because I think it tells a story about real families, not just stats. Bungalows were the most popular this June, with 113 that were sold at an average price of just over $448,000. Ranch style home came in second with 71 sold, averaging for almost $75,000. And two-story homes followed with 65 sold at an average of just over $684,000. 1.5-story homes saw 53 sales, averaging almost $411,000. And raised ranch rounded out the top 5 with 52 sold at an average of just over $602,000. If you are downsizing, I want you to feel encouraged by that bungalow number. So many families are choosing that same path right now. Simpler living, one level, less to manage, and the market is clearly responding to that need. If you're upsizing because your family is growing and you need more room to breathe, ranch and two-story home are still finding buyers at strong prices, so that dream is still very much alive for you and your family. Now let me speak directly to you for a moment. If you're thinking about selling your home, I know pricing your home can feel personal, almost like someone is putting a number on your life, your memories, your years there. Please hear me gently on this. A slightly lower average price does not mean your home is worth less than you hoped. It means that the numbers need to reflect what is genuinely happening in your specific neighborhood right now. Home price, honestly, from day one, using real current data, are the ones that sell with the least stress. Homes priced from hope tend to sit longer, and waiting can be so much harder on a family than an honest number would have been. I would always rather sit with you early and help you get it right from the very beginning, so you never have to feel that uncertainty. And if you're family buying right now, I want you to feel something too, and that is hope. Whether you're a first-time buyer, nervous about affording anything at all, a growing family looking to upsize, or a family relocating here from somewhere else and feeling unsure about a place you do not know yet, this slightly softer pricing may generally work in your favor. Just make sure you get your financing sorted early, knowing your real budget before you fall in love with a home protects your heart as much as your wallet. And if you're a family relocating to Windsor Essex County, whether that is Windsor itself, Lakeshore, or anywhere else across the county, I want you to know that there is real choice waiting for you here. With over 1,300 residential homes listed just this month, you're not stepping into a place with nothing available. You have room to find a home that actually feels right for your family, whether that is a starter home, a forever home, or something in between. Word of caution: don't expect miracles though. Don't come and say, hey, I need to find a home in 30 days or 45 days, and you sold your home and you didn't coordinate the sale with your agent that sold your home out of town and the agent here, because that could be disaster. For some unknown reason, I seem to be attracting those type of buyers. We sold our home, Kris. We need a home like yesterday, and it happened quite so often. And for some reason, it always work out, but that's a lot of pressure on you, myself, and everyone involved. So please heed my word of caution. If you're thinking about moving here, coordinate your sale from where you are coming from to the agent here so it works seamlessly. Here's what I think matters most when you are choosing someone to help you through any of this. Anyone can read numbers off a website. What matters most is someone who understands what those numbers mean for your street, your neighborhood, your specific situation, and who genuinely cares how this decision affects your life, your family, not just a transaction. Ask whoever you're working with how closely they follow the local numbers, how well do they know the data, and ask them how they would price your specific home in today's market, and trust your feel in the first honest conversation. You deserve to feel heard, not sold to. If you or someone you love is even quietly thinking about a move, whether that is buying, selling, relocating, upsizing, or downsizing, I am here. My contact information is right below this video, and I would be honored to help you and your family make your next move feel smooth instead of overwhelming. I've helped many families relocate here, many families within Windsor Essex County. As a matter of fact, I've helped over 160 families plus or more locally and from out of town in my last 9 years. And if you are one of those families looking for guidance, please don't hesitate. I will always be honest with you. I'm always going to tell you the truth, not what you want to hear. I'll be candid. Sometimes I could come across as being very self-opinionated, but I'm very passionate about what I do. And I always use this line: I only going to sell you a home that which I feel my family would live inside, in a location that is safe, a home that is worth the money that I would pay. And ultimately, I will guide you, give you all the data, and together as a team, you work collaboratively in your best interests. And you make the ultimate choice, you make the final decision. But when I know you make that decision, you have been equipped with all the tools, the data, support for you. Now, if you want to do something else, which I don't normally support, you make that choice. But I would give you all the cons why it may not be in your best interest. And I always tell a family, when you're thinking about buying a home, the first home may not be a forever home. Look at it as a 5-year plan. After 5 years, you may evaluate, your situation may change, and think about it. I'm going to be here for 5 years. I'm going to be in this home for 5 years. Can I be here longer than 5 years? If you're looking for a home to live in for longer than 5 years, and you said, this is it, I'm not going to move again, then okay, we'll look at that options. But I always tell any first-time buyers, or mostly first-time buyers, you have a 5-year plan. A lot of things could change in 5 years, especially you're young, you don't have a family yet, you can start a family, and you may want bigger space, you want better schools, you want better neighborhood. So those are my thought process based upon years of experience helping family and my personal situation. When I left GTA to come here, I didn't know anything, but luckily I ended up in a great area, and I've called this area Lakeshore home for the longest while. I'm very biased. I love Lakeshore. I mean, it's one of my favorite places to live and grow my family, and many families that are coming from out of town or even locally, I said, if you could move to Lakeshore and you could afford Lakeshore, I would say go for it. So I made a post on social media, and this one was very to heart. And what I noticed is I'm helping a family from out of town, and there are agents in our current market. They don't have an offer date. They have the home listed at a certain price, But when you go see the home and then you call them about, what they tell us a bit of the story, what's going on behind the home, why it hasn't sold, they're telling you they want above the list price. Now, when I call certain agents ahead of time, they will say, hey, my clients are very motivated. If you listed at 500, your clients are very motivated and there's no offer date. In my opinion, you'll accept under the list price. Now, when I had made that first call to you or that agent and he said, oh, we're looking for above 5, you're very transparent. You have integrity. Okay, but when you're playing these mind games because your client said, hey, we want this price, but if you listed at this price, we're not going to have anybody come and see the home, then why don't you list it at the price the market will tell you if your home is priced right or not? Because they based upon the number of families that want to reach out to the agent to book a showing. Depends on your open house, how many people came through your open house. So please don't play those games. And this is exactly what happened to me and my client. I was very pissed. I made a video and I take these things to heart because I'm working for families who are spending a shitload of money, a ton of money, and there's a lot of emotions involved. There's money involved, there's time involved. And when you do that to my clients and my family I work for, I'm very disappointed. I get upset, and the only way for me to vent sometimes is put it on social media. So if you see this video and you're a buyer and you saw that, I didn't mean to offend anybody, but at the same time, I was very disappointed. I was angry, and for my clients to go through all of that and we wasted time and you give them false hope. And if you can relate to this, let me know in the comment or just put a like there, but that's what's happening in our market for some of the homes. And if you're an agent watching this, please do your clients a favor. Be honest with them. Tell them list the home where you want it to be. If the market didn't come and bring the price what you want, then it's telling you your price is too high. Don't look at the numbers. Yeah, you put X amount of dollars in your home. You bought it for this price. It was a different time. The market has shifted. It become a balance to a buyer's market right now. So please be cognizant of that. And your agent need to educate you. And if I'm an agent and I go work for a potential family looking to sell their home and they try to tell me to do that, I will tell them I will not do that, because I'm very passionate. I'm very honest. I walk a straight line. I don't do anything funny. And my name and my integrity is very, very important for me and my family livelihood. And I work my ass off for my client. I will fight for them in every aspect. If this video helped you feel a little more at ease about our market, I would be so grateful if you give me a like. And if this is your first time here, I would love for you to stay a while and subscribe. Let me know in the comments what is on your mind about our local real estate market right now. I read every single one of them, and I genuinely means that, and I respond to every one of them. Take care of yourself and your family. Stay safe. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. Have a great month, and see you soon. Bye now.